Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I am Onen and today I want to share about why I started my YouTube channel at 38. So it's all about my love for continuous learning and personal growth. I've always loved studying. I was more or less good in school and in college as well, although I was better in social sciences and literature than math and science. So of course, that's the reason why I chose history and economics as my major and minor in college. And after that, I did well. And in the university for my PhD, then I had to learn the Portuguese language. So I gave a lot of effort learning Portuguese for 2 years. It was challenging and I don't know if I absolutely loved it, but it was in a way fulfilling to learn something different, to speak a different language. A different character comes out of you, and it was in that way I was content because of that. Then when I moved here to Germany, I had to learn German. I'm still learning it after 7 years. I'm only halfway there, but somehow it dominated everything. I forgot Hindi as well, although it's also one of the main languages or most important language in India. But I've always coming back, I've always found fulfillment in taking on new challenges, and that's why I am here with you all, my dear beloved subscribers, to take this big journey on YouTube. And just talking about my journey, when I moved here 7 years ago, I felt like it was a dream. I have been here one time before coming here for good, so I really liked it during the time, and I was really looking forward to settle here. So the first 2 years of my life in Germany was like a honeymoon phase in Europe, not with my husband because I knew him for long enough, but the honeymoon phase in Europe where everything seemed to be calm. And since I was studying in India, in Delhi for so long, I loved the calm, the organization, everything was clean, everything was just in order. I was learning the language, and for a few period of time I was working in the university, so it was more or less very satisfying and fulfilling. But then that quietness, reserved culture that I loved, it somehow began to wane off, and then I started missing home, and that was like, I think after one and a half to 2 years of moving to Germany, and I started feeling very low. I started missing the warmth, the vibrancy, the openness of the people, the loudness. So I felt lost and lonely for a long time here, and I started blaming the surroundings around me. Germany is not the easiest place to settle for most people. Even though I'm an extrovert myself, it's very difficult to get very close friends, to be honest. I'm not saying they're bad people, they're just very different, as in they're introvert, they're more private. But I love the organization, what they do. I love, their close-knit families, but it's very, very different. If you've lived here or if you have met a lot of Germans, you will see that it can be very different. And from a larger perspective, like from an Asian perspective, coming to Europe or coming to Germany, after a while, it really gets to you. So it was very difficult. And then I became a mother. Then the corona came, and it was just anxiety, and the new experiences of parenthood was driving me insane. Maybe people didn't see that much because I also did not know that it was happening to me, because I went to several doctors because I was feeling very different, very depressed, but they never said, okay, it can be postpartum depression, blah blah blah, nothing. So nobody helped me in that way. My husband was a huge support, but it was like terrible 3 years of my life, I would say. there were good ones too, but having, post-corona, things were just different, having very less friends because moving to a new city was completely different again. And thank God right now everything has become better. And I want to say this, that my life has been better now than when I was 35. So everyone has a chance to be happier. I just want to say that out loud. So then, after all the sadness and all the depressive things that were happening around me, well, I just thought that it was everything depressive because it was just in my head. Then I went back to my old self, and my old self is extroverted, is happy, is friendly, it's creative, and so I reinvented myself more or less. Then I realized that it wasn't just about me anymore. I have a kid, I have a husband, I have responsibilities. So I was approaching my new life in a very different way. I got this completely different energy. Maybe the hormones were just kind of helping me out, after all these years. So I needed to reinvent myself and change my perspective. So I started focusing on the positives. The positives of obviously new surroundings, the opportunities that it offered. Then when my kids started going to kindergarten, I had to start talking to people out there, and most people speak German. So then I was forced to learn or speak more of the language, which became more intimate to me. Then when I started speaking the language, I realized that people also take you a bit more seriously, obviously. So it wasn't an easy process in the beginning, and I'm still not perfect, but obviously if you're coming here to Germany, or if you're coming to any place to a different country, then you need to learn the language of the locals. You need to respect the culture of the locals. And even then, it might not be that helpful, but you're going to get more appreciated. You're going to feel much better than that. So that process and that reinvention made me much stronger. And becoming a mom, of course that added new challenges to my life, but I think through it all, I would say that I found a new meaning. I found my balance again. I would say I started exploring new hobbies like textured art. Some of you must have seen in my Instagram account, which became my kind of creative sanctuary. As a mom, having something just for me has been essential, not in a selfish way, but even, it helps. Being alone for some time helps me to unwind and express myself, maybe reconnect with who I am, and just beyond being a parent, I would say. And making YouTube videos, it has been another wonderful experience. It's been 4 to 5 months now, but I think YouTube is a wonderful outlet. My only intention in YouTube when I'm here is just to test myself, to test my skills of editing, storytelling, communication skills, just to put out and show my career growth a little bit, my experiences in Germany, a little bit of the lifestyle here and there, and that was my only agenda, and I feel like it's helping. I'm thankful for all the subscribers here that gives me time to listen to me, because I love to do that. I think because I miss home, I miss to talk to a lot of people, because especially during the weekdays, everything is quiet. At this very moment as I'm speaking to you, it's already almost 5 p.m. in Germany, and I'm actually supposed to be outside with my kid, but thankfully my husband is picking my daughter, and so I have this small channel of time where I can communicate to you, and it is such a wonderful feeling to have that time to myself, and it's precious. And so if you're wondering about if it's worth it to have this YouTube channel to edit. I have learned so much making this last 10 videos that I look for every week or once every 2 weeks to come and talk to you about the different things and that I have learned to show to you. And I'm just happy if one of you get that help from me, or one of you thinks that it is helpful. I am way more content than anybody else. So yeah, so this channel has become like a community where we can all connect, or you can connect with me, I connect with you on a personal level. Well, YouTube is a platform, and well, it's not that personal, but me telling my story and you listening, that has been I don't know, it's not a gesture, but I feel overwhelmed and happy to be doing this. If you're feeling low or struggling with the journey or reinvention, it's never too late, I think, to learn, to grow, to find what lights you up. I think it might take a bit time, especially after becoming a parent, but life, I think it's about constant growth, and you're just not alone. It has been some tough years for me, but I'm right here now talking to you, telling you that everything is going to be all right. We're all in this together, and there's always a way forward. Yeah, I'm just glad that you listen to me, and I hope that you have, I don't know what takeaway that you can get from here, but I just wanted to tell you my life lesson, what I've learned, and why I'm doing this channel, because it's for my personal growth, and also because it gives me a lot of skills, and I'm sure that it will help me, and if you try to, I think it will. Thank you so much for being a part of my community, but this support means a lot to me. And if you've enjoyed this video, please like it. If you want to hear something different about my life here, you can always comment, and I look forward to talking to you all again the next time. So remember, we've got this together, and thanks for listening, guys. Until then, cheers.